nothing for us without us.
The people that we are now proud of so much, the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, the likes of Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, they fought hard for whatever we are now praising them for. Who are we that we can't do that? We can also do the same.
My name is Selgo Ibrahim, and I'm going to be the host for this simple interview.
My name is Owori John Masanja.
By names of Kayemba Musa, a talk chairman at your municipality.
But remember, as I told you earlier, that there is no diplomacy without democracy. So I want you to elaborate a little bit of it. How are youth participation involved in this system of governance under the military regime, where we see that if you be speaking up, you could be actually imprisoned?
First of all, we all need to accept that we, the youth of Africa, not only Uganda, we are the engine of every society that we live in. Okay, so for anything to be a success, let it be democracy that we're now fighting for in our nation here. We need to involve the youth. It's, to me, I take it as if in the fight for democracy, the youth of Uganda have been a little bit put into fear, in a way that when you stand up and say, maybe I am going to stand for what is true, that I'm speaking about democracy, you are subjected into fear of arrests, of abductions, and torture. Let me say that. In this way, we have been seeing many of our fellows. I personally have a good friend of mine, Akiso Benjamin. Today was even being brought to court, but he has been taken back. He has been remanded back till 17th of June. Why? He protested against the results that the 2026 election results. He came up and raised his voice to show his dissatisfaction of the result that came out from the elections. And from that was being imprisoned until now. He has never gotten justice.
We've seen youth being imprisoned for different participation of their raising their voices. Still on that, in the same perspective, it's a general question for you all. What are the youth procedure program that you're going to take to them to see that they advocate for what is right and for what is wrong, depending on the government's ideology that is so far happening?
To me, just in context to the ruling government of this country,
as a youth,
I'm questioning, do they see any gap of us being the next leaders of this country? Do they see us becoming the next generals of this country? Because if at all, it is now 40 years and above, and it is, we all know, one president. Most of our...
You're not strategic. You're not being organized enough to take the man out of the power.
Okay, let me tell you something. You know, I want to give you an example of Kenya. You see, the Kenyan youths right now, they're no longer saying, they're not fighting against corruption the way we are fighting right now, but instead they are building what they call democracy, and we haven't reached in that position. Because
what is failing you as a youth?
Let me tell you,
you cannot blame the government.
The government.
we have.
Don't tell that.
It's my turn. We have all the capacities, but as I told you at the start, what this regime has done at the start is to make us fear. But we have all the abilities, all the capability that is required for us to do something impactful in our society.
Basing on solidarity, Uganda.
Yes.
What can take away your fear?
What can take away my fear? I think the biggest thing is my fellow youths are outside there watching me. You see what I'm doing right now? Even besides everything, I'm willing to speak out about whatever I feel that is right and what is not right. Trust me, there's a man who wrote a book, called An Enemy of the People. That was Henrik Ibsen. He said, the speaker of the truth is bound to be unpopular. And even when masses catch up, he or she remains unpopular. And in the end, he says, the strongest man or woman on earth is the one who stands alone for the truth. So my fellow youths out there, if it means dying for what is true, I can assure you, we have lost many. And right now they are remembered for standing for what is true. Don't be compromised because of maybe a family affair, because my family belongs to a certain position, but because this is what is true. You understand? By doing that, we are going to
or acquire or achieve whatever we yearn for as the youth of Africa. And we shall be, being proud of what we have fought for. Not
As
being
a-
proud of what our grandparents fought for. The people that we are now proud of so much, the likes of Kwame Nkrumah, the likes of Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, they fought hard for whatever we are now praising them for. Who are we that you can't do that? We can also do the same. You get it?
In that perspective, as we are trying to conclude,
Yes.
in the same perspective, question and a view about the solidarity that has impacted, as the question was, please can you tell us how do you see yourself impacting youth, or what is the youth involvement, or what can youth do according to what is happening now in the country about the trade order? So the general knowledge that you've got here, give us a preamble on what you're going to do, because people are sleeping outside. Kisanja hakuna kuchi, hakuna mchezo, teri kwebaka. So
to be right, you must deny the wrong. What the government is doing, it is not affecting the people. For every development that is
so what the government is doing
is not.
We've seen
affecting,
people crying.
First wait, whenever the government is trying to take a step towards something, people say that the government is oppressing us. Yet, at some point, there is a saying that at some point, people say that the government is oppressing a certain group of people and it is favoring a certain group of people. We are not being favored.
Honorable.
The NRM is not favored.
Honorable.
It is not political. It is social development, whereby
Honorable.
you're asking.
Honorable, I'm asking you a question. We've seen people houses that have been demolished, their businesses, everything that has been demolished, and you are youth that you've been invested your money, 200,000, 300,000, 1 million. You've seen them, the shepherd stores and the stuff. So the government came up and demolished because of development, without compensation, without anything that maybe they are going to put up. Now, to you, Honorable, tell me, how do you see this trade order affecting the youth, and what are you going to do as a leader? Because you're a leader in entire municipality.
I'm a leader of entire municipality. Me personally,
And some have
I
been
can
demolished
only
there.
engage the youth to understand the laws and why the government is doing so. Because at the moment, personally, I cannot intervene the government or stop the government from doing what it's supposed to be doing. Neither will I engage other youth leaders to demonstrate. Even if we demonstrate, it is national. I will demonstrate in the entire municipality, but the rest of the nation, it will be the same case.
Can I just say something?
Okay, interrupt a bit.
Yes, my boss. You have knocked off that point that you can't do anything. Let me just first clear that to you. You have the ability as a young man to do whatever impactful. Now, who is going to do that for you? Let me tell you something. Just a minute, okay?
Okay.
It's a good debate, huh?
Yeah.
First, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is a debate.
Now,
Me personally, I said me personally, when I raise my voice, no one will take notice. If I raise a group of 1,000 youth leaders in the entire municipality, they will see entire municipality and our Kiso district is demonstrating. It is not a national concern, because those in Gulu, those in Soroti, those in Arua, they are seated back, and even
They're
if
not
they
saying
raise
anything.
their voices,
So
we are not the one in authority.
So
We are not having the power to change what is being discussed in the parliament.
in sum up of your
How many youth leaders do we have in the parliament?
in sum up,
Youth
okay.
representatives.
Okay, and that's also another topic, because we are the majority,
having
we
only
have only
4.
4 representatives. Okay, in sum up of your point, what I've got is that if you raise up from Entebbe or Wakiso, someone from Gulu should also raise, so that it's one collective voice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
It is a collective voice if the youth representatives from under the district level, regional level, and the national level get our concerns.
Okay.
And it is not only them to take our concerns, it is going to be a debate whereby they have to lobby, or they try to convince the rest half of the parliament almost so that they can pass a law or they can stop something. Because 4 people cannot go against 50 people.
Okay. As we are summing up, give your final remarks and what you say about the Solidarity Uganda in your brief preamble about the message as we continue.
You know,
As you sum up.
as I'm summing up, trust me, there's nothing yet about democracy. I had, when we have our interactions, my brother was talking about democracy, how this country is democratic. We don't have democracy. Instead, we are breeding what they call takistocracy and kleptocracy, a system of government of thieves and a system of government of the most unqualified. You understand? So what should we do as the young people? Let us not wait for any leader to come and tell me that, John, do you know what? This is what you're supposed to do. Take the charge. Go and do what is needful. Let the rest follow from you. Don't wait for any other person.
Your message to Solidarity?
My message to Solidarity, I pray that such engagement should continue to take place. Let's sensitize many youths. Tell them that they have the land at hand. They can do anything on it. Let them go and cultivate on it. Let them not sit down. They have everything. Because many of them have been made marginalized, but because they cannot speak for themselves, they don't have the platform. But since we have created their platforms for these people, let them come, show their grievances, and then we find up solutions for them. Or else, we shall continue to cry. I rest my case. I remain Owori John Masanja from Freedom Wave Uganda.
To you, Honorable, in your final remarks, could you give us your final remarks regarding the youth involvement, as well as you give your final remarks and the message to Solidarity Uganda?
My final remarks is, the youth will not change anything if they do not participate in that same thing. There's nothing for us without us. That means that if we do not engage in this politics, because someone is saying that there is no democracy, but I say there is democracy. The reason why we are not engaged in the system, we are not understanding the system, because we are not there in the system. If we enter the system and we join the system, we will be glad that the system, we will understand the system.
Your message to Solidarity?
My message to Solidarity is that let's keep such engagements, civic education, and we promise we'll be the pioneers.
Dear viewers, we thank Solidarity Uganda for its involvement and civic engagement to youth leadership and youth involvement groups. Therefore, we invite you to subscribe to their channels, their X, their YouTube channel, so that maybe you can get anything that involved with youth pacification and youth engagements. This is a call to the government that there is no diplomacy without democracy. So we call all leaders from different organizations, leaders from different entities to impact the youth societies down from the grassroots to the main councils.